I extend to you a welcome and hearty handshake on this wonderful Sunday evening. Welcome, everyone, to the Game or Die channel. My name is Ryan Moore, and we're going to be playing a little bit more Expeditions tonight. I hope you guys are doing well. I see a couple of people already in the chat. Welcome, Wally. How's it going, man? How are you doing? I hope you did not oversleep on this daylight savings time here in Tennessee. Man, it was rough this morning. Having that time change just really messed me up today. I feel like it is just like back and forth with the time. I'm going like, is it 5 a.m.? Is it 12 p.m.? What's going on here? Oh man, it has been a little bit rough around here, but we played a little bit of more Tomb Raider this afternoon. Technically this evening. I started around like 4 o'clock and we went until around 7:30, I think. So we did like a 3.5 almost 4 hour stream this afternoon / this evening. Few hours ago, back in the seat for some more Expeditions, the game of the month. So we're gonna play a little bit more Expeditions. Now, last night I ended the stream because we had a little bit of a glitch, kind of like the real first big glitch and bug that happened in the game, where I had to back out to the main menu and go back into the game for it to kind of activate. Now, unfortunately, it does seem like this also is being an issue. So we're going to try and start first and then see where we're at. So hope everyone is doing well. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of anything that I can do. Give me 1 second. Let's kind of get back here. Let's reset the time, or the flip counter. We're at not 41 flips here. We are at 0. There we go. All right. Now we can start in earnest. So we are here in the Carpathian Mountains. We found a new I'm trying to remember the language here. We found a new region. No, we're in the Carpathian region. We found a new map. And right now it says explore the area in the Unshakable Island. That's the map, Unshakable Island. And it has a 0%. So we need to kind of figure out where the heck we're supposed to go, because we have no base camp yet. So I'm not sure if we just need to explore a little bit more, and I think that's what we're going to try and do. Maybe this area over here. All right. Oh boy, it has been a fun trek with this game and this truck. I'm really enjoying it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to this guy over here, this airdrop, so that we can refuel. Refuel first, and then we'll kind of explore a little bit more. Hopefully this is not a glitch. Hopefully it's not a bug, because I want to find an airdrop so that I don't have to refine this back when we get to the next section here. But I am having a blast with this game. I'm really glad I made it game of the month this month. It's a good palate cleanser type of game. I don't know if you guys like know what I mean by that, but a palate cleanser game is kind of a game that you can pick up and play that kind of is just so totally different than what you're normally playing, that it just kind of, you know, resets everything. And so I love keeping track of palate cleanser games. It's also another type of game where you can say like, oh, it's a cozy game, or it's a comfort food game and stuff like that, which you need every once in a while, right? You need one of those games that is just so different than what you normally play and enjoy, but it's enjoyable all on its own. And that's kind of what these games are. Mud Runner, Snow Runner, Expeditions. They're a really enjoyable, totally different experience than what I normally play. And I'm also not the one to really get into the same game every single time. You know, like I don't play one game and just play that religiously. Comfort games, what was my favorite comfort game? What's my favorite genre for them? I'm not really sure. I'm really trying to kind of organize my thoughts a little bit more on the website, doing articles, and I'm trying to organize like a list of like favorite genres, favorite comfort games and stuff like that. I'm not really sure what my favorite one would be or favorite genre. I think this is probably one of them where it's like I can kind of sit down and play this no matter how I'm feeling, because I can kind of zone out. I'm trying to think of another one that I do that with normally. Hey Driftwood, how you doing, man? Good evening. Hopefully you are doing well on this most joyous of Sundays, and also what is it, the daylight savings time, which, man, it's been throwing me for a loop all day. My body clock is totally out of whack right now. Good. So we're sitting here talking about trying to find out about comfort games, like games that you can kind of sit down and relax with. A lot of people call them comfort food games. I don't like that phrase because games are not food. I like to be a little bit more accurate. Or cozy games. Cozy games are also kind of nice, but I think that's more starting to become a genre in and of itself, where there's not really an objective. It's more of it's almost like a therapy in a way, where these games are being created to kind of be like therapy devices. I don't know how I feel about that. I think there's some people who can really take advantage of that, but there's definitely a type of there's definitely a type of people who actually spend a lot of time trying to devise games that are just allowing people to relax. And I'm trying to think of ones, like definitely not sports games. Like it can be for some people, but not for me. I'm not a big sports game guy. And when I do play sports games, I like the hyper realistic, more action-y type. Hey Ty, how's it going? Welcome in. We're having a discussion about comfort games. Give me some ideas. Give me some ideas. What are your favorite types of comfort games? Oh, Minecraft is definitely not. Ooh, Sifu. I never actually played that. I wanted to. I never got around to it when it came out. I was really wanting to, though. How is that? I heard it's actually kind of difficult. Okay, we need to explore. We need to find another area. We should have probably went this way. Let's see. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Oh, Stardew. Sorry, I had to read that really quick. My tablet froze up there for a second. Yeah, Stardew is definitely one of those games where you can just lose the hours into it. I really liked that game when it came out. I did not get crazy far into it. I probably dumped about 15 hours into it. I know people can dump hundreds and hundreds of hours into it. But other games were coming out. That was a crazy year. That was 2017, I believe. And I got stuck with, no, it was 2016. And I got, what was it? Hitman. The 2016 Hitman game came out that around the same time. That's where I got really, really, you know, obsessed with. Oh man, this is great. I'm loving this so far. We just need to nail down a new type of genre name for some of these genres. I think some people kind of get hung up on some. I've gone on some rants about genre names recently. I'm not going to do that tonight. I want to kind of relax a little bit. So I will try not to rant, but Yeah, the original Hitman games, I've never been a good stealth person. Splinter Cell, Hitman, those types of games, Metal Gear, I could never get into. But when they redid Hitman in 2016, where it's like an open world map with like a clockwork setting where you're kind of more strategizing, and if you mess up, if you break your character, you know, like, and you get found out and stuff like that, there's ways around it. There's a way to run away and, you know, kind of dupe the people and stuff like that. So I always like that a little bit more. Trying to think of, we should just do this. So let's go this way. Kind of continue on over here, maybe. Hey, Mainstay Jay, how's it going? Oh, was it? Oh, I missed that. I don't have PS Plus anymore. Everything just became a little bit too expensive, and I wasn't utilizing it as much. If there's games that I see that I want, I'll get a month, but I normally just get the full year, and money's just a little tight right now, so I kind of had to pause on that. But man, I'm bummed that I missed that, because like I said, I really do want to play that. It's on PC, so I'll probably grab it here, you know, on a sale or something. I think the Steam Spring Break sale should be happening pretty soon. Maybe I can get it there. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked when that thing is. There's usually like some leak that has like, hey, the Spring Break sale is going to be, you know, in 3 weeks or whatever. But I would love to play that on stream. I have not really seen anything of it. I've kind of stayed blind to it because I was like, I kind of want to experience it for myself. And I heard a lot of good things, but I don't remember any of them. I gotta have posture check, all right. Dude, oh, that sounds like a blast. It is freezing out here. I just went outside right before the stream started. It's so cold out here in Tennessee right now that I can see my breath as I breathe. It's pretty stinking cold. But tent camping, man, that sounds, oh man, that sounds so much fun right now. I love camping. I haven't done it in years though. That's pretty crazy though. So last time I camped, cell phones weren't a thing. That's how long it's been since I've camped. Holy crap, 46-mile wind gust. Jeez, dude. I'm assuming your tent is staked down pretty well, right? Or at least you're in it, so, you know, it shouldn't go anywhere, at least hopefully. Oh, hey, here's another airdrop. All right, cool. Man, did we already waste that much gas? Oh, we didn't fill up all the way. Let's see here. Let's trade some jack screw. I don't think we can really utilize that. We found this one. We found this airdrop. All right. Well, we're just exploring because I don't know where else to go. Yeah, let's explore this way. It's saying explore the area, and it has a percentage up the top right corner, but I'm not really sure what's going on. That's good. I'm glad you have the tent staked down. I don't want you to fly away. Yeah, definitely. We have, I haven't experienced any yet, really, but we have tornadoes now, and that's kind of crazy for me. I come from Southern California, where it's just earthquakes. That's pretty much the most extreme weather that we get is earthquakes, and they're never that bad. The last one was in '94, which was a bad one. Everything else is like just nothing. So coming out here and knowing, oh, there's like actual weather. It's kind of crazy. But dude, yeah, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're having fun out there. One of my favorite things is sitting around the campfire and making food. That is like the best. Oh, my wife got really mad at me when we got a tornado warning and I went outside to see it and just like kind of walk outside and see the wind whipping around. She got really mad. She's like, what are you doing? Get back in the basement. And again, we have a basement now, which is super rad too. I love basements. I'm so happy we have one now because I never had one growing up. I thought it was super cool looking at what was going on and all that. I found it really interesting to just see how crazy the weather was. Like, especially when it was like the sun was going down and it was like a blood red sky, man. It looked like in Zelda Breath of the Wild when they get the blood moon, like the sky looked like that. And it was just super cool and super windy. What is this? Oh, this is probably like a bridge or something, right? Build a bridge. Don't flip over, Ryan. Don't flip over. Oh, it's spare parts. Hey, there was that airdrop that had a ton, but we don't have a whole lot of gas to be messing around with stuff like this. I'm telling you, man, I'm really puzzled by not being able to explore the area. I don't know what that means exactly. Because most of the time in the game, it's like an actual like area that you have to explore, like a yellow circle. Oh yeah. Sideboard bed in the area. And the camera. Okay. I don't have any of those. I just want to be able to open up and be able to launch from this area, not have to drive to it and then explore. There's an airdrop right there too. Can we ford this river and not get dysentery? Ooh boy, that was close. That was real close. We Batmaned it. Oh, that's super cool. Testing camping gear, eh? That sounds rad. Oh, man, that sounds like a blast. So everything's holding up, I'm assuming, since you're sitting there talking. you're sitting there watching me. I'm assuming everything's holding up pretty well. All right. So at least we can get this airdrop and get some more gas. I feel good about this. Even if we don't get the base camp, I'm okay because at least we're exploring. We're making progress. And that's really like my main goal in this game is making progress. Oh yeah. We are going to keep one of those jack screws for sure. Also fill up on parts. Oh. Hey, we can just do this. We can just kind of go back around, drop off more, go back around, pick up more, drop off, and build that bridge at least. Yes, this is going to be great. Yeah, just be careful of the wind, man. You don't want to mess around too much with that stuff. That can be pretty dangerous, especially if you're in an area where there's trees that can, you know, knock it down and fall. Ooh. That could be bad. That could be bad news. But as long as everything's all good, man, just hanging out, enjoying it. Like, dude, that sounds super fun. I miss camping. I miss it so much. Like, we just have so many animals that we really can't leave our house and do stuff overnight unless we plan for it. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I don't know if you're into like listening to me talk about it, I'm assuming because you're kind of watching me play it and stuff. But if you want to know anything about it, I have about 25 hours into the game now. And I'll give you my honest opinions about the entire thing. I just don't want to spoil anything. But tell me this. Do you play these games? Like, have you played SnowRunner and MudRunner before? I'm assuming if you already bought it, you kind of know what to expect. But just let me know, and then I'll tell you kind of everything about it. Talk away? Okay, cool. Okay. So I come from a background of, I watched Spin Tires. When that first came out, I watched Spin Tires and I went, oh, this is really interesting. This looks really, really good. But it kind of is a little bit crazy because it seems like you're just driving around getting stuck in the mud, and I don't know how I feel about that. So I never really played much of it. I played a little bit of it and then just kind of dropped it. Yeah, you can't really spoil anything anyways, but I'm always trying to be as cautious as possible with people. I don't want to ruin anything because I'm not bothered too much by like gameplay spoilers, but I want to experience it, you know. So when MudRunner came out, I was really interested in that too, but I just never had the time. Once SnowRunner came out in 2020, that's when I really got into the series, and I devoured that game. I loved SnowRunner. Yeah, we got the final boss of the big bad mountain, or the dormant volcano, right? Yeah. So I got really into what is it? So I got really into SnowRunner in 2020, in 2021, and then took like a year off. I kind of didn't load it up, and then came back to it like at a Steam sale in 2022, bought all the DLC that came out, and just blew through some of it. Like I started from scratch because I originally bought it on Epic Games Store because it was locked to that web store. And then when it was on Steam, it was on sale, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll buy the entire game again and just start fresh. And man, I just had such a fun time. And then last year when they announced this game, I was like, oh, I'm super into this. I love SnowRunner. This is basically SnowRunner 2 with, it looks like an emphasis on gadgets. So I kind of like just tucked my head down and didn't really pay attention to it because I was like, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I really don't need trailers or anything else. Like, I don't want to have it spoiled for me because I'm gonna buy it. So in March 1st, or just like a couple days before March 1st, I bought it and it said, hey, if you buy the year one pass or the special Supreme edition, you get like 5 days early access. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Cause it comes out on March 5th. So I did. And I was like, I could probably stream it and stuff too. So it's definitely worth it. And I started streaming it, and I've been having a blast with this game. My initial thoughts and kind of my thoughts after about 25 hours is, yeah, it's basically the same mechanics as SnowRunner and MudRunner and Spin Tires. It is more focused on exploring, which is actually what I really like about these games. I really do enjoy the exploring and scouting more than the hauling. Okay. Yeah. Hey, and that's kind of what I've been saying to people too, is even if they're a little bit weary or wary of this, like a little bit trepidation, I would say buy the base model of the game. It is $30, and if you like this series, you're gonna spend $30 and you're gonna have at least 100 hours of gameplay. There is so much to do in this game. Ooh, I love this. Oh man, we gotta bust out a photo mode here. Hold on. Let's get over here. We got an outhouse too. So if you hit start and you hit the, I'm playing on an Xbox controller, hit the X button, there's a photo mode. And we have our wonderful bug of the unbelievably crazy fireflies. We've had a developer in here in the chat over the last couple of nights, and I brought up the photo mode and he was like, oh no, that's a bug. That's straight up a bug. We should not have this many fireflies. But I think it's kind of cool. Like, look how cool this looks. So we're gonna take a screenshot of this, and we'll also take one over here too, because I think that's fun. All right, and then I'm gonna have to pick and choose out of all the screenshots I've been doing when I start writing the review for it, because I do a bunch of reviews and things like that, and I always like using my screenshots as examples when I write my reviews. But as I was saying, you buy the base edition of the game, man, you're buying hundreds of hours for 30 bucks. And it's a smart deal. If you like this game, man, there's nothing wrong with it. It is, however, this is what I will say. If you're going in with the expectation of, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? SnowRunner has this. Why isn't it in this game when SnowRunner has it? This is a different game. It is not SnowRunner 2, it is Expeditions, where it is more focused on exploring and scouting. You don't have cities. You don't have main roads. You are plowing through, like I'm doing right now, more than anything else. You are just making your own path. So if you treat it like SnowRunner, where you're looking forward to just hauling log crates back and forth, you're going to be a little bit disappointed, because it's not that. It's more go out and find this stuff. Go out and, you know, like I built that bridge, get spare parts and drop it so that you can build a little bridge so that you can create a shortcut. That type of stuff. But if you like this, then I think you're going to have a really, really, really good time with it. And I'm excited for you to play it, because I think you're going to dig it. It did take I will give a little bit of a warning. The initial first couple of hours took a little bit of time for me to kind of relearn how the game wants me to play it. You have to be a little bit careful with learning how the game wants you to play. You have to play it their way. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. I think a lot of games should do that. Ooh. What is over here? Like I said, just be careful with it. Okay, what's our new task? To fully appreciate nature. This place certainly is beautiful, but I feel like it can't capture the old equipment I have. Would you be interested in taking some pictures for me? If you are able, I'd love to scan the local creek to take home. Okay, we can do that, and we'll get a Monster Trek exterior sticker. Let's do it. Okay, so let's bust out the map here. We've got fully appreciate nature and fully appreciate nature. So photo and then scan with a drone. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't want the same exact game. I want something different, but I really like the mechanics of this type of series, the runner series, as I like to call it. One of the cool things, and I'll show this off in just a second here after we get past this inappropriately placed tree, is the tire pressure system, which apparently is going to be coming to the SnowRunner series as well in an update or DLC. But basically what you do is, if you're climbing on rocks and you're kind of getting stuck a little bit, you hit the down button, the down on the D-pad, and you have this tire inflation system where you can mess around with the inflation of your tires. You can have reduced where you get a little bit better traction. And if you're going really slow and you're just like climbing mountains of rocks, you can get low pressure. You're going to remove your fuel efficiency. It's going to go down, so you're going to spend more gas, but you're going to get better traction. And it makes a difference. It's not like one of those systems where you're like, bah, whatever, I'm not going to really care that much. It's not going to do that much. I don't want to mess around with this whole thing. It's like, no, mess around with it because it makes a massive difference. So I really like that. It's just one little extra thing. The other thing that they really do make a big emphasis on is the devices. And I'll do it in a second here. Let's just get over this rock. Like I said, drop that tire pressure, and then just make sure you reset it. You'll see the tire pressure gauge and all that kind of blink red if you're going too fast, to kind of remind you, hey, you know, reset your tire pressure. And it's just a quick half second. So some of these mini games require devices, and as soon as we take our picture of the valley and get in focus, let's see, there we go, and then focus, focus, focus. There it is. So now we took a picture. Much of an incline while air down. Yeah, without using the winch, exactly. So this is another thing that they've kind of really emphasized with this game in particular, is these devices. So you have the winch, you also have binoculars, so you can kind of like actually like get up on a mountaintop and like peer down, and we'll kind of do that right here. Let's see if we can do that right over here so that we have a good spot. Oh, I hope I don't flip the car. Be careful, car. And you can see, oh, hey, look, there's an upgrade. We just found an upgrade, and it kind of gets added to the map. Here's a couple other things. The appreciate nature, the lake, another airdrop. So it's definitely worth doing this every once in a while. I just kind of forget about it, and you can zoom in and out. Boy, I'm super excited about that upgrade. This is the big one, is the drone. And unfortunately, we don't really have a good flight path around here. No flight zone. But you have a little drone that you can kind of, you know, go up in the air and kind of scan around and stuff. It makes it a little bit easier to fill out some of these gray parts on the map. So it's a little bit easier. Now, here's the real question. Do we try and go down this way, or do we back up a little bit and then go down, then go down, or try and get our, we're getting our upgrade. That's the most important thing right now, is getting the upgrade. I think we can go down right here. I think we should be able to. The camera angle is a little bit crazy, but that's okay. We're doing fine. We're doing just fine here. Yeah, it should be. It might not be. I am going to say I am definitely not a hardcore crazy player where I spend 20 minutes planning out a 5-foot drop. I just kind of go for it. That's the type of player I am. So I hope I don't frustrate you with the way that I play, but that's the way that I play, is I kind of run and gun it. I've seen a lot of online posts of these people who are like, I have 10,000 hours in SnowRunner and I'm mad at Expeditions because it doesn't do this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're coming at it all wrong, buddy. This is a budget title. This is a small title made strictly for people to kind of get in the series more than anything else. It's kind of lowering its simulation, you know, badge of honor to allow for more normal people who might be a little bit scared and intimidated of getting into this series, allowing them to have a little bit more fun and freedom with the exploration. And so maybe that's why I really like it, because it's not as hardcore sim as SnowRunner and MudRunner and Spin Tires are. It's a little bit more arcadey in feel. And what I mean by arcadey is that it's more focused on fun than simulation, where it can be a little unrealistic in certain spots. That's fine, but it also does have that same feel to it. It does not feel like it's a racer or anything like that. Hey, all right, cool. Okay, hey, no problem. All right, we got a significantly increased supply of spare parts and fuel. Contains string of spare parts, string of fuel, extra fuel, and string spare wheel. There's a little bit of a bug for you. It's not a perfect game. There are some things like this that I've come across every once in a while, but it's not that big of a deal. All right, so it's for the ANK MK38 civilian truck. Hey, at least we got it. So this is how I played SnowRunner. I would go into a region, I would look for all the watchtowers, and I'd go to all the watchtowers, period. First and foremost, just go to the watchtowers, unlock the map. Then I would scan for the upgrades, find all the upgrades, go to the upgrades, get the upgrades, and then move on and actually start accomplishing missions. And when I did that, then I would be able to kind of, you know, play the game properly. But I think the watchtowers and the upgrades were, in just exploring, were my favorite parts. And unfortunately, they do not have watchtowers in this game. There are no watchtowers. None that I've seen. And like I said, I've put about 25 hours into this game so far. But man, even if it doesn't have watchtowers, it's still a blast to explore. Because again, you don't really need those watchtowers. The whole big thing is exploring. So watchtowers would kind of remove a lot of the enjoyment, main part of exploring. And it's kind of like making your own way too, which is really interesting. Like figuring out, okay, which way do I want to go and how do I want to accomplish it? Okay, so we need to get down there. One of the things that I think is a bug also, and it does actually kind of bug me a little bit, for lack of a better word, is when I pull out the map, it does not automatically zoom in and magnetize to my car. It will magnetize to the start of whatever mission I'm on. So like right here, fully appreciate nature. If I'm way over here on the other side of the map, and I pull out the map really quick to just kind of make sure I can go over a spot, it's going to go all the way back to wherever the first mission marker is. But I'm sure by hopefully this week, a first like main patch will be out, and hopefully that will be corrected. I hope so anyways. But we'll see. We shall see. That is just one little thing, and just be reminded that it's a brand new game, and every brand new game has, you know, growing pains at this point, and they're pretty rough growing pains, because every game is not just released anymore, it's constantly being worked on. So if there's something that you go, ooh, that doesn't look right, that's not great, it'll probably be fixed. Just give it a little bit of time. This place certainly is beautiful, but I feel like I can't capture it with the old equipment, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. Oh. Is that... Scan the local creek with a drone. Okay, so... Okay. Let's see, scan with a drone. Is that over? I'm assuming that's over here that I need to get through. And we can just forward this. It doesn't look very deep. Also, if you are going, oh boy, I don't know if I can make it, you can also use this device, which is a echo sounder. It's a depth meter for the water that you're in. So anything green, you're good to go. If it gets a little bit yellow, kind of be cautious. And if it's red, you know, be careful. Be real careful. You got to have a good, powerful lifted truck for that. But I like that, you know, it definitely is something interesting. I don't want to use it all the time, but I do like showing it off. So you can see in that top right corner over there, there's a little bit of orange and red. So I would want to stay away from that area. It's cool. It just adds to the layers of, you know, realism. Okay, so here is a little mini game. So we got a little ping on the map. We have our drone and we start scanning and the circle will start closing. It's not the best mini game, but you don't have to really deal with it for more than just a minute. And these don't happen all the time. So some of the mini games, not the best in the world, but hey, whatever. Again, I've played way worse mini games in my life, way worse. And it does break up the monotony. I was talking about it maybe last night. I've completely forgotten what I've said when. This stream is really fascinating. We received a lot of useful data about other local bodies of water too. Hooray. All right, so we got 1,200 bucks and a sticker. These photos are wonderful. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, so now we can continue exploring. There's that over there. We've kind of gone all around over here. We could have gone up more and explored, but I think what I want to do is go. No, that's a rock face. So let's go around the coast and do that. Okay. Yeah, the one thing, so I have noticed that there's not a lot of there are no trailers in this, but apparently they are coming. It is something that's going to be inputted in. They just didn't have time to input everything because they couldn't properly test it and stuff. And this is all from one of the viewers who has been in the chat over the last couple of nights. He works on this game, or works with a team that works on this game. He works mainly on DLC for SnowRunner, but he was saying, yes, they're going to be inputting trailers back into the game. It's just they haven't really fully been able to test it and reliably test it yet. So that type of stuff will be coming. You go into these games expecting updates and gradual updates and DLC. And if you can just kind of temper your expectations a little bit, which sounds like you know exactly what the deal is. It sounds like you're level-headed enough to not just throw a hissy fit because it doesn't have this or that in the game. I think you're really, really going to like this game. Again, it is more SnowRunner type of gameplay, but in different regions and maps, and more emphasis on just kind of going around and exploring. And that's what I love. Like, that's my favorite. So that's why I'm really enjoying this game, is because it's kind of catering to the stuff that I really like doing. And we've had so much of those hauling missions and stuff. Like, I'm good with a little bit of, I don't have to haul a trailer right now. I'm okay with that. Oh, wow. Back up, dude. Thank you. Wow, community sub gifts. 6 of them. Good grief, dude. Thank you. Yes, we're gonna actually do some mods. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, we flipped over, so there goes our counter. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much, dude. We have the developer. He's actually gonna help me. We talked about it last night. He said, hey, if you're wanting to do some mods, let me know. I can help you out with some of that stuff. So he's gonna kind of help me out doing some mods. I have not even checked them out. We could do a little bit of a check-in on the mods, see what is out there. I've heard that there's some pretty good ones so far. And again, the game just came out. Or Buck Up. Sorry, Buck Up 95, dude. Thank you. I apologize if I mispronounce anyone's anyone's username, because I actually have a real hard time reading that, playing the game, talking to people all at the same time. Sometimes I mispronounce names, so I apologize. Buck Up, dude. Yeah, I've heard some mods are actually pretty cool. They are basically, there's one user, I can't remember his name, but I saw that he's done some mods where it's just a bunch of trucks, and yeah, there's a couple really good ones from this one user where it's a lot of the regular trucks with all the upgrades, you know, fully installed, and then just tweaked a little bit for performance so that you're not getting stuck so much. You're not, you know, having to kind of chug through some stuff. And those are kind of my favorite mods, because I don't want to cheat through the game or anything like that. Yeah. I'm super surprised he's been in the chat. Like, it was a raid, and I've just kind of started, so I've only had a few raids so far, and he was one of them. And man, he's been just plowing through and helping me, you know, understand some of the other crazy stuff in the game. Yeah, tasteful. That's a really good way of putting it, where they're not going to ruin the gameplay. They're not going to give you overpowered and, you know, ruin the aspect of, you know, finding your own fun in these games. That's the whole point, right? You make your own fun. And if you get a crazy overpowered thing, hey Vikra, how's it going, man? Good evening. Hope you're doing well. We've been we were just talking about how we have been talking about getting ready for the mods. I'm excited to kind of explore some of that stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I did with SnowRunner. Is I played it vanilla as much as possible, and then when I started getting really stuck, where I was just like, dude, I'm spending like an hour trying to get this truck out of the mud, that's when I started exploring the mods. And again, it was always mostly just give me some of the cars that I like with all the upgrades, because I can't get the upgrades until I explore, you know, crazy regions, and then maybe a little bit of extra power so that I can plow through some of this stuff. But again, just exploring the map is fun enough for me. Man, all right. Here we go. Here we go. We are making this happen. We need to turn around. We need to kind of find another airdrop. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we get some airdrops here, because we're getting low on our gas here. So let's see. So right now, where we're at tonight is we're still in the Lost Island. And I completed the first main mission where it was like, hey, take a picture of the stream and blah, blah, blah. And now it says explore the area, the Unshakable Island. And it's got a percentage sign, and it's got a 0%. I think this might be a bug, because when I was doing the actual taking the picture and doing the main mission, it said like, oh, go over here and scan these mountains. And those mountains, I went to the spot and there was nothing. And so I had to back out to the main menu, jump back in, and then it showed the like little dotted line for the scanning and taking pictures and all that stuff. So I'm thinking this might just be a little bit buggy here, where I don't see that normal yellow dotted area of exploring, which I'm kind of bummed about, because I want to find a base, right? I want to find that base so that I can move past and save if I get... Man, I cannot speak tonight either. Ooh, it's been a long weekend. So that I don't run out of gas. And if I do run out of gas, I can just jump back into this map instead of having to go out to the main region, then travel to the map, and then find our way. But I think that's maybe what's going to happen, and that's okay. That is totally fine. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you get these big maps and you don't have a good scout vehicle, it's a little hard. It's a little hard to be like, you know, going through all that stuff, getting stuck in the mud. So having like maybe a little bit overpowered scout vehicle, I could totally see that too. And again, I don't really think there's a wrong way to play this game. You just kind of have to play it within the confines of how the game wants you to play it, which, you know, is pretty open-ended here. Pretty open-ended, I think. Let's see. What am I doing? Where did my map go? There we go. So we want to go that way. Okay. Oh, and I was gonna... Can I heal my engine? Yeah, let's heal our engine for, you know, the little bit that we have left in the tank. Oh, there's a Forerunner mod? Oh, that sounds fun. I really like Forerunners. I travel a lot for work, and so I rent a lot of cars, and I always drive a different one pretty much every time. And so, like, I've only driven a Forerunner a few times, but I really liked it. Oh boy, don't fall over, don't fall over. I'm excited to look into the mods on this. Again, I don't want to go super crazy, but anything that's going to help me out a little bit or make the game a little bit more fun, I'm all for. Completely. Dude, we are making some progress here. This is great. Every once in a while, my car has a mind of its own. It just like magnetizes to a tree. Like, I'm trying to get away from this tree and it just goes right to it, even though I have the wheel turned the exact opposite way. And I'm loving this car, this Jeep, the Marshall, the Con Marshall. I'm not big into like the full names. I just kind of call it whatever I see. So like either the Con or the Marshall. I don't know what the 39 means, nor do I really care what it means, as long as it's a good car. I wish I was a car guy. Not really. I see cars. If I like it, I really dig the car, but you ask me like, oh, you know, what about this model? Blah, blah, blah. Couldn't tell you. Not that I don't care. It's just, it's really hard for me to get interested in about the very, very different models of cars over the, you know, however 100 years that we've had cars now at this point. Oh, we ran out of gas. We ran out of gas. Okay, so we definitely did not get the, you know, 100% find this area. So we're going to back out. We are going to head to headquarters. We're going to collect all our money, and then we're going to go right back into it and kind of see if we can get the mission to kind of unlock again. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, man. Well, while that's happening, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I love racing games. I do like the more arcade style racing games compared to the simulation side. Like between Forza and Forza Horizon, I can tend to lean on Forza Horizon. Gran Turismo, I haven't played a Gran Turismo in a couple years. Not a couple, like a decade at this point. I think Gran Turismo 4 was the last one I played. No, 5. 3 and 4 were on PlayStation 2. 5 Prologue and 5 were on PlayStation 3. That was the one. I used to own a video game store, and so I kind of go by when I own my game store, what the current titles were, because that's kind of when I played some of those. It's really good. The Marshall is really, really good. It's definitely my favorite so far. And I haven't upgraded it all the way. Oh, we did find the, what was it? The high-powered purchased, extended. I can't remember which one we got. Was it the high-powered yesterday? I think we got the high-powered one. Extended is an extended autonomous scout winch with a longer rope. It is relatively small in size and impressive to reach, make it perfect tool for lightweight scouting vehicles. This one is a high-powered autonomous scout winch with a higher motor pulling power that makes it more viable for heavier scouts or especially rough terrain. Oh, nice. Do you have a racing rig? That's what I want to know. I want one so bad. I'm this close to just building one. I think it would be really fun. We were talking about the other night. I don't have a racing wheel. I really want one, like, because games like this use it, so why not, right? So I'm very, very close to just building a racing rig and playing games like this with a wheel. It sounds super fun. And I kind of have some space for it, and I think that would be really fun to stream. Okay, we're gonna take this one as well. We're gonna deploy. Ooh, they got new ones out. Oh man, that makes me really, really want to get one, man. Okay, where was the... Is it this over here? Yeah, that's it. That's it. So where is the closest one? Which is this guy right here. So it is the field operations base. So that's what we're doing. We're going to take our cars to the field operations base. We're going to drive around. We're going to go to this. And then we're going to explore where we just were and actually get the base. And we're going to do what we were told before, which is winch and tow the vehicle so that if we run out of gas, we can at least have another car. Okay. Man, I'm gonna need some guidance when I buy mine, because I have no idea which model is good, which model is bad, and all that. I'm going to need to do some research, and if anyone is wanting to help me out with that at some point, saying, no, get this one, then I will definitely bow to whatever your recommendations are, because that sounds so much fun. I would love to do that. I got to figure out, like, if I do build one, I'm going to have to figure out a different setup for the camera. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Like, I've always loved Logitech anyways. And even when you bring up here, let me bring it up, the settings menu, it defaults to, oh no, it's a Thrustmaster. There's a few of them, but there's like the Logitech G29, I think is what it was defaulted to, or the 920. I just have no idea what any of those numbers and letters mean. It is all just foreign to me. And whenever I buy a product like that, initially I'm looking at what is the biggest, most expensive one, and then then going from there. We need to let this out just a little bit and turn around. Oh, what is going on with my... It went to... Hold on. It defaulted to PlayStation controls. That's super weird. Is it because it's in... Okay, there we go. Now we're back at the controller prompts for Xbox. That was weird. It was the PlayStation prompts for a moment. Yeah, the Thrustmasters, I think those are a little bit more expensive, right? Man, I want to do it so bad though. I'm so close to just biting the bullet. It's either get a new graphics card, which is stupidly expensive. Like, I don't want to drop $2,000 on a graphics card, or, you know, go to Home Depot, get some lumber, maybe get a welding rig, and then really just spend some time making a racing rig, and then getting the wheel. Oh, the reviews? Okay. Oh, you're a little bit rough with it? The G29? Okay. I'm gonna leave that there for a moment here. I kind of want to move forward. I don't want to spend too much time just hauling this vehicle. I think that was just definitely a glitch or a bug or something like that. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. And again, that's kind of what I want to do, is I want to have it so that, oh no. Ooh, that was close. I want to have it so that not only can I have it for like simulation racing games, but other kind of games too. Anything that will allow me to use a wheel, I would love to use a wheel for. I play enough different types of games that I can make that happen. The census. Oh, that's right. Man, this thing is far. I totally forgot about that. Nice, dude. Oh, I would love that too. That's so expensive for getting, especially if you're getting like the really nice, either curved or high resolution, or not high resolution, high frame rate monitors and all that. That's crazy. Yeah, that stuff, that is where it kind of gets a little bit crazy with the space. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? You know, I probably should have just went from here over this way. That probably would have been smarter. Oh well. I think we want to do here, up here, and then down that way. All right. We have our route. We have a plan. We're going to try and execute on it. Ooh, okay, come on. Yeah, I would love one. It's just one of those things where I gotta find the time and the priorities and the money and all of that stuff. Yeah. So I have an H2 Hummer in real life, and it has a third back seat that hasn't been in the car for, oh, a good decade. And it's just sitting on the other side of this wall. We never use it. And so I really want to use that. Oh, man. Well, we rolled over, what was that? 3 times? 1, 2, 3. But we're good. That worked out. That worked out pretty well. So I have that seat just sitting on the other side of this wall, and I've never used it. So I want to build a rig like that and use that as the seat. I'm not really into the big racing bucket seats and all that. And since I already have it, like, I wouldn't have to spend any money on it too. So that's one less extra expense. And I also kind of think it would be fun to use. See? There you go. There's one less extra expense, and it's also a useful, a use for it. Something that you kind of already got, you have no idea what to do with, now you do. That is my dream. I'm gonna say hopefully by the summer I can make that happen. It just really depends on how busy I am with work and other stuff, and if we have the money. Building my own rig would probably be pretty inexpensive. I think the biggest issue would be finding which wheel and how much do I want to spend on the wheel. I am really bummed that we did not get a base camp in Lost Islands, but we'll get there. Or maybe no. Never mind. Oh boy. This might not be good. Oh, crap. Here we go. Just go for it. Just go for it. It all worked out. See? It all worked out. We're so close. There's a lot to this game, though, man. Wow, there's a lot to this game. So we're gonna try and do this. Go up here, go over here, and do that. Oh boy, you don't even want to see my studio. This studio I built with my own two bare hands, and I have probably about, and I'm not joking here, I probably have a couple miles of cables running through this. It is for work. It is not just for streaming, but I have an entire server rack in the other room in the production side, and that is where all of it are. So I would just run another cable or a couple cables for cameras and a couple other things. So I would probably just use the main gaming PC, but I already have like 4. I don't think I need another one for all the different stuff. I actually, basically the way that I have it set up is I have all our PCs for our entire house in the server rack, and then USB cables for the peripherals and HDMI cables or DisplayPort cables going to the different rooms in the house and stuff like that. I used to be in IT and film production, and so basically I kind of networked our entire house to the nth degree. My wife hates it because whenever we move, I have to have like 7 different bins of just cables. Come on now, come on. Hey, we got another raid. Blue Moose, dude. Blue Moose, how's it going? Everyone, hi. My name is Ryan, and I hope you enjoy my streams because we are going to be playing a little bit of some new expeditions, man. Dude, Blue Moose, what is up? So a little background on me for anyone who's new to the channel. My name is Ryan. I play video games. I owned a video game store at one point in my life, so I love me some video games. I'm doing great, man. I am just having a blast here with Expeditions. I've been playing it for, you know, since the early access or whatever you want to call it, and just having a real good time with this game. It is unbelievably fun. It's more exploring than it is like hauling stuff like SnowRunner. I don't know if you've been playing it or not, or I don't know if any of your viewers have, but man, it is, I'm really enjoying it. We're talking about building a racing rig right now and getting a wheel. I would really love to build a racing rig, you know, like one of those full big cockpits. The only time I ever sat in one is back in 2000, I want to say around 2014. Sony had one at their E3 booth, because I used to go to E3 a bunch, and that was the only time I really sat in one of those really professional sim racing rigs. And I went, ooh, I gotta have me one of these. And so I would love to build one at some point. I just haven't had the time nor the money. But I think it would be super fun. I think it would be one of the coolest things that I could do, is build one of those and then stream on it, right? That would be super great. All right, so we're in the mountain labyrinths. We're gonna try and see if we can find the base camp this time. I ran out of gas just a little bit ago, so we'll see. Nice, dude. Here we go. Yeah, I would really like to try it with a wheel. I just don't have one. But I really, really, really want to try it. So we just need to explore the map. We don't have any real, you know, objectives or anything like that here. Yeah, so which edition did you get? Did you get the special, the year one? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I just backed out. Okay, my bad, my bad. Do I prefer this style of gameplay over the mud and SnowRunner? Yeah, I actually do. I think I prefer the more exploration, mission-based. However, I really did like, and it's why I dug SnowRunner so much, and what kind of got me into the series more than anything else, is the story. I'm a big story guy. I can deal with just gameplay video games. I kind of play everything. But I really do like stories in video games, and the little flavor text that they did really kind of brought everything together, made it really cohesive. So when this game kind of gives me missions where it's like, oh, hey, you know, we're trying to save the environment, or, oh, hey, we're afraid the island is going to flood, or the Breaking Bad mission where, you know, one of our researchers stole a vehicle and went and got high in the desert. I think that's fun. I really like it. It ties everything together a little bit. Yeah, the scouts, you know, the way that I played this, hold on a second. I gotta hydrate every once in a while. The way that I played SnowRunner is I would initially look for the watchtowers. Go to the watchtowers and then look for like upgrades. Get the upgrades and then start the missions. Because I like the scouting, I like the exploration. That's my favorite part of these games. And so this game just being basically that, it's like right up my alley. It feels like the game was made for me. So I'm really, really enjoying it so far. I've probably have roughly now about 26 hours into the game, and I don't feel like it's slowing down at all. I feel like it's actually getting better as I progress. I do think the first couple of hours, the first map, Little Colorado, was a little bit rough. Just kind of learning how the game wants me to play it. But other than that, once I kind of learned how the game wants me to play it, and I started really not trying to bounce off of it so much, dude, it's been pretty much smooth sailing. It's more, okay, where do I go? You know, like, how do I get here? And when you get the upgrades, I think that was my big mistake, is I didn't upgrade my vehicles right away. I kind of just went stock for about 10 hours. And then one of the viewers was like, dude, sell your old trucks that you're not using. Sell some of the basic ones, keep the SE versions, and then upgrade. And so I did that, and then I went, oh, why didn't I do this 10 hours ago? Because I was so afraid of losing trucks for one reason or another, and I don't know why I was so afraid of that. I didn't need to. Didn't need to be afraid. But man, this game, it's blowing me out of the water with how well it's crafted. Just the way it's designed, the level design, and some of the stuff that you come across too is just really interesting. Like the little, like I said, flavor text, but like world building as well. Like you come across like a river with, you know, a campsite, or you find a, you know, like the Breaking Bad vehicle or whatever, you know, in the desert, even though that's kind of more tied to a mission. But it's really interesting. I'm having a blast with it. Yeah, so I got the Supreme Edition because I was like, I like these games. I'm really enjoying all of the games. And I was trying to figure out, what do I want to do for March for Game of the Month? And so I said, I'm going to make the new one, Expeditions Game of the Month. So it's March's Game of the Month for my channel. And so I'm playing it more often than the other games that I normally play. And I'm having so much fun. So I said, I might as well play it a little bit early. I can, you know, stream it and have a good time with it. And since it's March, I don't want to wait until March 5th to start Game of the Month. I want to start it on March 1st. So it all kind of worked together. And it's been so much fun. It is. It's super aesthetically pleasing. It has that really nice realism, but it doesn't look bad like a lot of, you know, Unreal Engine 5 games or anything like that. The art style works really well within this. Like, look at this. This is a picturesque moment right here. Like, pretty much any point in the game, you can take a screenshot and it looks like a picture. That's the mark of good art design for your game. It's realistic, but without looking bad, because realism doesn't look very good in a lot of video games. Oh, and like, look at those God rays, you know, kind of just seeping through the trees. I used to live in the mountains, and it was like one of my favorite things, seeing God rays, you know, just flying through the mountains like that. So cool. Let's explore this island. Maybe there's something on it. And so this is kind of what I do, is I go, where should I go? Let's go in that direction. Just kind of pick and go. Nice. SnowRunner's your background. That's awesome. Yeah, the photos mini games in this too is really cool. All right, just below the surface. Considering how much attention lakes and rivers attract from tourists, there are great risks of water pollution. We want to make sure that there is no garbage in local waterways. Oh, and maybe we find some treasures. Hey, that sounds good. You give me about $5 grand and a roof rack, I'll do whatever you want. So, all right, just below the surface, let's do it. Some of the mini games, you know, they're a little bit basic, but they're not too bad. They're never frustrating. So like this one right here, it's like scan for trash. So, hey, I saw the shopping cart there, right? What about over here? Yeah, there's something else. Okay. We need to get it a little bit more right on the dot. And even if you go, oh, there's not enough, I messed that up. You know, you try a couple times, you're only in the mini games for just a moment or two. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to try and scan. Scan over here to see if I can find anything else. I'm missing my marker here. Because we found the two. Nope. I love how I'm like, oh yeah, the mini games, they're not going to be that bad. They're not that difficult. And immediately come across something that's kind of difficult. Like, we definitely got two. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I like the photo ones for sure, though, because they result in actually a, you know, a good photo. Okay, where else can we look? I'm not really seeing anything else. Is that one? No. Scan a first pond. Anything else over here? Let's just kind of flood this. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. So right here. Right here. Right here? Huh. That's not even it. Man. Maybe I just need to get a little bit more centered over here. Okay, I think that was it. There's trash right there for sure. That doesn't bring in a whole lot, though. Maybe it's this. Maybe. Bam. Bam. Okay, I think this is it. I'm trying, man. I want to get done with this. They only give you 3. And feels like maybe I'm missing something with this little... It looks like a Chinese food takeout. Huh. There it is. Ah, okay. Looks like some discarded machine parts. That can't be good for the environment. I mean, sure, whatever. How did a truck fall over? One of the things that I really like is actually the tire pressure, right? I don't know if you've used this enough or not, but the tire pressure is just such a really, really interesting and super helpful thing. Yeah, that was a little bit more, that was the most difficult scanning that I've done so far. I've only done it like 3 times, so that was definitely the most difficult one. Where's the other one? I'm guessing we just explore. Let's keep exploring. Don't fall over, Ryan. Don't do it. Just got to be careful. I'm kind of bad about not judging certain things, and so I will flip this thing over really quick, which is why we have a flip counter on the screen. It hasn't been too bad this evening, but we got up into the 40s last night. Yeah, the tire pressure system is like definitely one of the best things that they've introduced for sure. I love it. Is it all the way? It's not all the way over there, is it? Oh, wow. It is like way the heck over here. Oh, I did not real second pond. This is not a pond. That's a lake, buddy. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's exploring. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's a real good way to kind of be able to, you know, add to the winch a little bit. Oh, we need that. We need that airdrop. The binoculars really help too. Like all the devices actually do a pretty good job. So 276 for the airdrop, 276 meters, or 145. 145 in the wrong direction. Or two, yeah, let's do this one. So we'll go here, and then we'll go here. And there's gonna be some gas, because we need it. We're getting lower. We're getting pretty low on our gas. We should be able to make it 300 meters though, on roughly flat ground for most of it, or at least half. But I'm glad everyone is enjoying this game. I think it is pretty special. It's one of those games that you don't get to play all that often. It's so different and unique compared to what's coming out, right? All the AAA games, they're all homogenized at this point. Every single game has all the same mechanics. Tell me one other game other than the Runner series that plays like this. You really can't. Yeah. I do like the jack screws even though it feels more like a debug menu than anything else, it kind of looks a little bit wonky and weird for the game. But hey, you know, in a pinch, if you need it, it's there. Is that... Okay, that's where it is. So we just need to get up on this somehow. Can try and go up and over that way, or we can try and go up and then down. I'm thinking up this way. That seems most likely. However, you know what? That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad, and I don't want to waste it. Don't want to waste the gas just in case. We're getting close here. I really want to find a base camp. I don't want to continue to have to drive half of my gas just to get to this map. But again, that's why I like this series. You have to pay attention to stuff you don't normally pay attention to in games. You have to pay attention to the gas. You have to winch yourself out of tight spots. Oh boy. Like this. Come on, can we do it? Let's get up on our side a little bit and then drop ourselves. Yes? Yes. Come on. Come on, car. You can do it. Almost. So this is definitely a flip counter because we got it to the point where we can't do anything. If we can't start our engine or continue driving. There we go. It's really rare. You can't do a whole lot in video games anymore without running into massive issues in video games. And there's not really anything bad that I can say about it. There's little minor hiccups, little minor glitches, but everything has that nowadays. Games don't get released finished. They get released in a nearly finished state most of the time. All right, so we got some gas. Ooh, boy. We were running close to fumes there. We also can pick up some extra stuff. We can pick up an onyx stone and a jack screw and some scrap metal and sell all that junk. Oh, this is great. Excellent. And now, hopefully, we're fairly close. We drive down, go to this area, and see what happens. All right. I wish more games were like this too, but it also is good in a way that more games aren't, because it makes this series special. Let's be a little bit smart about this. Let's not jump right off the edge. Let's pick our battles here a little bit. And again, I'm trying not to make this frustrating, but it is just hard for me in certain areas. There we go. Yeah, they've done a real good job. There's very rare times where you see a game just come out unbelievably polished. Nintendo is one of those developers or studios or publishers, whatever you want to call them, because they have so many first-party studios they don't really talk about. Their stuff is unbelievably polished, but that's also because their stuff is very, very basic as well. A lot of people don't give that recognition. They say, "Oh, it's so polished, it's so polished. I can't believe every studio doesn't act like Nintendo." But it's like, but Nintendo's games are very basic in nature most of the time. So yes, they're polished because, you know, there's three main mechanics and you can't really break their games. You can't really, you know, simulate. There's no simulation there. It's this and done. For the most part, again, generally speaking. Where am I going? Let's power our way through these branches. I should probably bust out the map here. Okay. We need to go back around this because I don't think we want to go there. I think we... Oh, boy. Do we need to do, like, switchbacks down this thing? I guess. So we'll go over here, down here, and then hopefully just down this way. Dude, absolutely, Mainstay. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful time, and hopefully I'll see you again probably tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow night for sure, so hope to see you then. If not, hey, no worries. Have a good rest of your weekend, man. Take care and have a good night's sleep. We all need a good night's sleep every once in a while, right? Keeps us going. There's nothing like a good night's sleep. You can just feel so refreshed afterwards, like you can take on the world. You can have a real crummy, crappy day and get a good night's sleep and you feel like $1,000,000. This is hopefully gonna allow me to get down there to that quote-unquote pond, the second pond. I'm sorry, that's a lake, dude. I don't care who you are, that's a lake, not a pond. Oh, there's something over here. What is over here? Oh, this is probably one of those, like, deliver scrap metal and we'll clear the boulder area, or we'll build a bridge. Yeah. And if I wanted to, let's back out here really quick. If I wanted to, I could probably use this airdrop to kind of go back and forth and build that bridge. Which do I want to do? It might be wise to do that, right? It might be kind of wise. We can deliver... Oh, do I not have any... Did I not get spare parts over there? Ugh. Well, let's see here. Man, that sucks. I totally thought... I would have done that in a heartbeat. But if I don't have the spare parts, I gotta go get them, come back, drop them off, do it 2 more times. Kinda don't want to. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Even if I bash up my engine a little bit, take a tumble down this rock cliff. Ooh, that looks a little rough, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Screw it, let's do it. Hey, we're fine. We're okay. We're okay. It's just a little airborne. We're okay. Well, we have to add another flip counter. It's okay. See? There you go. We're fine. We made it down. And then we flipped. Man, really? Oh, we were so close. There is no way. Hold on. There's no way that we're screwed here. We can't be. Flip it to that winch point. Flip ourselves over, perhaps? Oh, man, dude. We're in a bad spot here. Okay, that worked. We're fine. We're fine. No big deal. No worries. Oh my gosh, dude. That kind of was a heart stopper there for a second. Okay, let's see where we're at. I don't like that they made me go all the way over here for this. Okay, so we need to kind of climb over this to get that. There we go. Okay. All right. There is some real good exploring in this, but there is a lot of crazy mountain regions like that too, where it's just like, there's too many rocks. There's way too many rocks for the vehicles that I have. What is going on here? The one thing that I will say that I've noticed with this game compared to SnowRunner is there is much more rocky vertical parts to this game compared to SnowRunner, where there's a lot of flat open parts, you know, on highways and roads and stuff like that. This is all like, there's no way forward. You make your own way. It's kind of nuts, but I also like that too. Just below the, like, yeah, I know. Okay. Huh, that's weird. There's like a mission area right there, and then on the other side too. A little weird. I don't think it needed to be both, but I guess if you're exploring two different sides of the thing, you don't want to have to go all the way to the beginning. There's definitely something right here. Wow, what the heck? I feel like this is something. Yeah. Oh, come on. I don't know what they want from me with this thing. There it is. There's two. Okay, so we gotta just kind of figure out what's around here. Is there anything else? This is probably my least favorite minigame thing in this game. Just because it is so finicky. It's so pinpoint precise. Like, I'm getting, like, this one bubble fills up 75%, right? 75% in that one bubble. And then I have this thing that should definitely fill up more than like 13%. And then we got to figure out something else, and I have no idea where that other thing is. Okay, we got to figure this out. So we got this, and this. Get a little Venn diagram going. I'm not really sure. It's weird. I don't know, man. Is there anything over here? Anything over here? No. What about right on this crack here? No, it won't even let me do the crack. Unless I just have to be really, really precise with this one and this one. Oh, yeah, I guess. You just have to be really precise. You can do it in two. Whatever, that's fine. Looks like some discarded machine parts. That can't be good for the environment. Hey, we did it. We made almost 5 grand, and we got a roof rack. Yes. I've been waiting for that roof rack. I've been like dying for that roof rack so that I can carry more crap with me. Okay. Where do we go next? Oh, there's definitely something over there. So let's do that. Man, do they just not allow you to have a base camp? I just want to sit down and have a base camp so that I can refuel and bring more vehicles into the map. I don't know how That is probably the hardest thing for me, is trying to figure out, okay, where is the base camp? Like, how do I get a base camp? If they could do that for me, if they could tell me how to do that, I would love it. Ooh, there's a tower up there. That looks fun. I want to go there. I want to go to the tower. But, ooh, we can get a mechanic. All right, the right person for the right job. During our expedition, the truck of one of our most ambitious explorers got stuck in a river crossing, and it's still there now. Can you help recover it? We will definitely compensate you for your time and efforts. Another 5 grand. So we can pull this thing, we can pull this sucker out. No problem there. Let's winch it, and then let's pull it out. Oh, is that it? Okay. I thought I did that yesterday. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did, or maybe I don't have it unlocked. I guess it's locked to a mission for the first base camp. Okay, so we got this thing. Can we can't drive this thing, right? It's not gonna allow us to drive it, which kind of sucks. Here, let's grab this. I think that's kind of just one of the things that I kind of need to learn more about the game. Ooh, this is a pretty heavy one. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty heavy here. Am I? What happened? Why can't I turn the thing on anymore? It had the engine turn on engine thing. Now it doesn't. You know, and it's all a learning experience. Let's get some light up in this sucker. There we go. Okay, let's do this really quick. I don't want to waste too much gas on something that I might just need a more powerful vehicle for. But we are exploring. We are uncovering a ton of stuff in the map, and we are getting some of these missions done, which is great. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with this game, is you just start learning. You learn by doing. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. We'll kind of just explore this. We'll see how far we can get up. Maybe we can get this and then like go, oh, it's only over there. We can refuel and blah, 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 all that fun stuff. I want to get up there. I definitely want to get up there to that tower. That looks kind of cool. Be careful, Ryan. Do not flip your car over. Because that can be very, very dangerous. That can result in just a straight up start and exit. Come on. Come on. Don't know what's going on here. This is cool though. I really like the map in this. This is definitely my favorite map so far. Or region. I really like the region. The map, pretty solid as well. Because it's got that creek in the beginning, and I think that creek is probably my favorite location so far. It just looks so peaceful. We gotta take it a little bit slow here. I'm kind of surprised. A little bit slow. There we go. What part are you on right now? Yeah, tell me about it. I used to live in Southern California, but I lived in the mountains of Southern California. And so I've always liked the mountainous areas more than desert. One of my best friends lives in Arizona, and so ooh, Oh, I don't know about this. Let's check the map here. Oh, nice. Okay. Am I anywhere near where that HQ is, or is it kind of more up here in this area where you kind of get into it? Man, I wish I had that HQ. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go down that way. How do I get up this thing? Because this seemed like it was like gonna take me up and around and kind of do like maybe some switchbacks. Doesn't look like it. Let's reverse. Yeah, we are not going down that way. Don't want to go down that road. The damage to rolling over off a cliff, very little damage, but I do like it. Look at how cool that looks. That looks pretty stinking good. Man, if I was this dude, I would be crapping myself trying to do this. Like, that just looks very, very unsafe and dangerous and very scary. All right, we're backing around. Whoa, 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 Ryan. There we go. Oh, man. I tried doing that in SnowRunner. I could only do it for certain areas. Like when you would get stuck in a forest or whatever, there was definitely sometimes you just had to because you needed to see where you were going because there was a tree to the left, middle, and right. And you just needed to kind of like thread the needle a little bit. But for the most part, I can't do the first person mode. I would love a VR option though. I would totally do first person VR option. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun in this game. SnowRunner, this game, just give me some VR. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be like the best. Right? Just go tumbling down. I would love that. I love VR. I can play VR for days. It's just always trying to find a game that like actually interests me because I can only play so many of the, you know, wave shooter games and stuff like that. But if you give me a game like this where it's like hang out and explore in VR, oh, I love it. It's like one of my favorite things. I don't know what engine this is made in, but I don't believe it's Unreal. If it was an Unreal Engine game, I think there's the Unreal Engine VR mod that came out in December, late December, December 31st, December. But I don't believe this is an Unreal game. Am I going the right way? Or possibly the right way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I can't remember what it would be called. I feel like I heard the name earlier. Oh, duh. We can just use our winch. Pull ourselves up. When in doubt, winch. That is the correct option. Oh, it's the swarm engine. Okay. Come on. Almost there. Almost to this tower. Ooh, that is a little bit hairy, man. Ooh, boy. I mean, we could have explored all this, but where's the fun in that? I want to climb. Oh, you know what we could do? Could use our winch. Oh boy, crap. Come on, flip over. There we go. All right, let's climb this rock with our tires. See, like this stuff right here, as kind of crazy as it is and a little bit frustrating, I also find it mostly relaxing. It is just kind of trying to attack something at a certain angle and really trying to just overpower nature, and I kind of like that. It is really fun. I could play these types of games all day, every day. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna go this way. Do I have that tree stuck to me? Is it just a part of my car now? Am I part tree? We're gonna definitely take a picture there. We need a little bit of a photo here. Free cam. The one thing that I'm not good at. Free cam. Give me the focus. Focal point. There we go. Oh, whoops. Hold on. We gotta get this. Sorry, I hit some buttons that I'm not supposed to. I forget it every once in a while. There we go. That's what I wanted. So I am totally part tree. There we go. I love it. And with that thing in the background, that's great. All right, let's continue on. Yeah, I've spent so many hours in this game trying to pull something out only to realize I'm not powerful enough. Like, no matter what I try, no matter what I do. But I will say, you can do most of it. One of my favorite memories of SnowRunner was I was in the Alaskan region, and there was this one where you have to like pull a tanker of oil or gas, like a gas tanker. Hold on a second. Let's reduce the tire pressure here. Come on. You have to pull this gas tanker around a kind of a narrow enclosure, kind of like this, but it's all in deep, deep, deep heavy snow. And I had the H2 Hummer, and I was just, you know, brute forcing my way. It took like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to get it, but I did it, and I felt so good afterwards. I ran out of gas constantly, but because it was a gas tank, like a gas tanker, I would just constantly refuel with it. It was so much fun. Like, I was just spinning the tires over and over and over and over and over again. But then, like, wasting that gas, I was like, dude, I've got pretty much unlimited gas with this thing. It was so cool. All right, we're almost to the top. Yeah, we did it. How do we get down? Hold on. Let's get a little proper setting here. Let's get right on the edge without going over. And let's get a couple photos here. I mean, you got to, right? The whole point is to take in the scenery with my branch that's sticking out of the back that I'm taking along with me. I love that. It's just a part of me now. My car is now part tree. Come on now. So, focus point. I'm guessing depth of field, focus point. There we go. That's what I want. Get rid of that. There. And yeah, that's a good photo. Okay, where do we go now? Let's see. Where am I? Okay. So I guess we kind of just go over and around and then down, I guess, and then kind of do that. Okay, cool. Got it. Let's continue on. I agree. I feel like they are much harder. No, I have barely done any recovery missions. Mostly because I come across them and I run out of gas like immediately. Like I'm exploring, and I run out of gas. I have not done a lot of the main missions either. I would like to get to them. Maybe sometimes this week I can get to some more main missions. I've been just kind of doing a lot of this, kind of just exploring. And if I come across something in the region that I can do, I'll just kind of spend the time doing it. This is probably one of those times we should use the first person mode so that we can get out of this forested area. It definitely helps. Boy, I've done some of this in my life and it sucks. Just like going through super dense tree areas. There we go. We're out. We're good. Just took a minute. We still got our tree with us, which is nice. It's so nice. Yeah, I want to be able to get more recovery stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah. Why did it take so long? Is it just because you feel the game is really more difficult, or is it because you did not properly equip yourself? Man, I don't know if I have it in me to do that type of recovery anymore. 2 hours is a long time. Am I going the right way? I do kind of want to go this way, but we could probably go up. Make it a little easier on ourselves. It is raining. I don't know if the weather actually matters. Like if it's raining, are these rocks more slippery? I'm not really sure. Let's reduce our tire pressure. Let's damage our engine. Poor engine. Poor engine that could. This thing's a trooper, man. I'll tell ya. It's gone through some stuff tonight. Ugh. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that save. That was a save. Wow. Why isn't it not letting me do my tire pressure again? There we go. Okay, we're moving, we're moving. Sweet. Oh, this is great, dude. This is awesome. I'm having so much fun with this. I would love to be able to... No, no, no. Come on. Come on. Well, there's one more for the counter. Yeah. It really does feel like they kind of planned out more like treacherous ways and more, stuff that gets in your way that you need to use the devices. It feels like the game is definitely more dependent on devices. Oh, did we run out of gas? Oh, man. What a bummer. Hey, at least let's get to the top, even if we don't have gas. Let's use our winch to pull ourselves up. Yeah, I was noticing that, like the truck that we came across just a little bit ago, we can't like go into that truck fix it all up, fill it with gas, and then drive it around, right? That's a bummer. I liked doing that. But again, it's its own game. That's fine. Ooh, I wonder if we can just winch ourselves everywhere. There's so many trees, we probably can, right? Okay. Well, we are out of gas, and I do have to get up and be in this room in a few hours for work. I was planning on doing a smaller stream tonight, and unfortunately, it looks like we are at that time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I got to be up for work in just a little bit and teach. So that's going to do it for now. Thank you so much, everyone who's been watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the new follows. And hey, Blue Moose, thanks for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you learned something or at least had entertaining fun. And I hope you had a good weekend too. My name is Ryan. You can always check out my stuff at gameordie.net. That's my website. You can find all the links down in whatever descriptions and all that stuff. But I hope you guys have a good one. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night as well around the same time, 11 p.m. Central. I'm here in Tennessee in the United States. And thank you so much. Yeah, have a great night, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye.